Welcome. So, you clicked on this video because you want to be confident. But before we dive in, I have a serious question for you. And I want you to answer it honestly. Not for me, but for yourself. Why should you be confident? No, really. Take a moment to think about it. What difference would it make in your life if you became confident, or if you didn't? Let me tell you something. Not everyone becomes confident. Not everyone changes. Most people stay stuck, living the same boring, lazy, fearful life forever. So, look at your life right now. How does it look? Be honest. Do you spend most of your time in your room scrolling through social media? Do you avoid reading books or learning something new every day? Do you shy away from talking to strangers? Do you stay inside your comfort zone like it's your home? And when you look at others, the athletes, business leaders, speakers, creators, and confident people, do you think they're just lucky? Do you think they were born that way? No, they are not lucky. They are disciplined. They have goals. They have structure. They push themselves every single day, even when they don't feel like it. They don't sit back and say, "I'm tired," or "I'm not in the mood." Because guess what? Your feelings are lying to you. Your feelings want comfort. Your feelings want easy. But success, confidence, and growth, those things only come when you ignore how you feel and do what needs to be done. Your feelings won't make you a great athlete. Your feelings won't make you a successful business person. Your feelings won't help you stand on a stage, talk to a crowd, or lead a team. You need to switch off your emotions and switch on your discipline. And that's exactly what this video is about. Today, we're going to rewire your brain. We're going to teach you real, practical, and powerful tools that will help you become confident. Not someday, but starting today. But only if you're serious. If you're just here to watch, then this video is not for you. But if you're here to change, if you're tired of being stuck, afraid, shy, quiet, invisible, then stay with me until the end. And here's something important. This video will also help you improve your English. Yes, really. As you listen to every word, your brain is actively working. You're improving your listening skills, your understanding, your vocabulary, and your pronunciation. So, if you're serious about becoming confident and fluent in English, this is your perfect practice. 2 goals. 1 video. Confidence and English improvement. Stay with me till the end. You're about to grow in every way. Let's begin. 1. Set daily goals and achieve. Let's start here. Confidence is not something you find in a book, a video, or in a motivational quote. Confidence is something you earn through action. Here's your first mission. Set daily goals and achieve them every single day. Now, don't confuse this with writing down a long to-do list or making unrealistic plans. I'm not talking about writing down 20 goals and achieving none. Start small, but start powerfully. For example, wake up at 6 a.m. Read 5 pages of a book. Write 3 sentences in English. Exercise for 10 minutes. Talk to 1 new person. That's it. These are not big goals, but they build momentum. And momentum builds confidence. Why does this matter? Because every time you keep a promise to yourself, your brain says, "I can trust this person." But every time you say you'll do something and you don't, you lose self-respect. And no confidence can grow without self-respect. Let's say you decide to drink more water, but you don't. You decide to stop scrolling, but you scroll again. You say you'll learn something, but you skip it. Every time you lie to yourself, you become weaker. But every time you follow through, even if it's small, your inner voice becomes stronger. So, set 3 to 5 small goals every morning and complete them. Don't skip. Don't say, I don't feel like it, because feelings don't build warriors. Discipline does. 2. Develop new skills. Let me tell you something you won't hear on other channels. Confidence is not magic. It's a byproduct of competence. That means the more skills you have, the more confident you feel. Think about it. If you can speak 2 languages, you walk differently. If you know how to cook, edit videos, lift weights, talk in English, fix things, teach something, you feel strong. Why? Because your brain says, I can survive. I can create. I can solve problems. That's what real confidence is, the ability to handle life. So, start developing skills. Learn public speaking. Learn storytelling. Learn cooking. Learn how to think clearly. Learn how to manage money. Learn how to say no. Learn English like your life depends on it, because in many ways, it does. You don't need to master everything in one day. Start with one skill that scares you and attack it bit by bit every day. Here's a simple example. If you're scared to speak English, start with 1 sentence per day. Record yourself. Listen to it. Improve. 1 sentence becomes 5. 5 becomes a minute. A minute becomes a conversation. And suddenly, one day, you'll look back and say, wow, I'm confident now. Not because someone gave you a magic pill, but because you built something. 3. Get comfortable with the uncomfortable. This one is hard, but it's where the transformation begins. Most people avoid pain. They avoid risk, and they avoid fear, and that's exactly why they stay small. Listen carefully. If you only do what's comfortable, you'll only get ordinary results. You must train yourself to walk into discomfort and say, let's go. Afraid to speak in public? Do it. Stutter, shake, sweat, but do it. Afraid to go to the gym alone? Go anyway. Afraid to post your video online? Post it. Discomfort is not your enemy. It is your doorway to growth. And once you train yourself to become comfortable with being uncomfortable, you become unstoppable. Real example. There was a man who was terrified of talking to strangers. So, he made a goal. Talk to 100 strangers in 30 days. Day 1, he was shaking. Day 30, he was joking with CEOs. What changed? He walked into the storm and found his strength. Do you want to be confident? Then do what scares you every day. Because courage is a muscle. The more you use it, the bigger it grows. 4. Work on your posture. This may sound simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Your body is your first language, and confidence begins with how you carry yourself. Look around. Most people walk with their heads down, shoulders slouched, and eyes tired. They don't look like they believe in themselves, because they don't. But when you walk with your chest up, back straight, head high, and a calm breath, you tell the world, I am here, I belong, I respect myself. And guess what? When your body looks confident, your brain starts believing it. Try it right now. Sit or stand straight. Lift your chest. Look forward, not down. Smile just a little. Breathe slowly. Feel that? That's your power posture. That's your default from now on. Even if you're nervous, your body will carry you through, and people will treat you differently because of it. You don't need to say a word. Your posture will speak, and it will say, I'm confident. I trust myself. I'm ready. 5. Limit social media. You are wasting your life watching others live theirs. Let's talk straight. Social media is destroying your confidence. Yes, I said it. You're scrolling Instagram, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, TikTok Reels for hours. And what are you watching? Beautiful faces, six-pack abs, luxury vacations, perfect lives. You see a 20-year-old with a Mercedes, and suddenly you hate your life. You compare yourself. You feel like you're not good enough. And guess what? It kills your confidence. Let me tell you something powerful. Nobody shows their real life on social media. That model? She took 300 pictures to post just one. That influencer showing his success? He probably rented that car just for the video. That couple always smiling in videos? They probably had a fight 10 minutes later. You're comparing your behind the scenes with someone else's highlight reel. You are feeding your brain lies, and your brain believes those lies. That's why you don't feel confident. And the time you waste? You spend 3 to 5 hours every day watching other people live their lives. What if you used that same time to improve your own life? Read books, learn skills, build your body, learn a language, improve your speaking, start your business. You'd be unrecognizable in 6 months. So here's your warning. Cut social media. I'm not saying delete it forever, but control it. Use it for 30 minutes a day. Only follow people who teach you something. Use social media to grow, not to compare. You weren't born to be a watcher. You were born to be a creator, a leader, a king. 6. Let go of perfection. Perfection is poison. Listen carefully. This one is silently killing your confidence. You are waiting to be perfect before you start. You want perfect English before you speak, a perfect body before you go to the gym, a perfect business plan before you start, perfect confidence before you talk to someone, and you wait and wait and wait, and nothing happens. Perfection is a lie. It does not exist. When babies learn to walk, they fall 100 times. Do they wait to become perfect walkers? Number. They fall, get up, fall again. And that's how they learn to walk. You need to do the same. If your English is bad, still speak. If you're scared to go to the gym, go anyway. If your business idea is small, start anyway. Confidence is not built in silence. It's built in action. Nobody became confident by sitting in a room thinking, what if I fail? You think successful people are perfect? They're not. They just keep going, even when they're not ready. You're scared of being judged, laughed at, or embarrassed. Good. That's your training. That's how you grow. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Let go of perfection. Do it messy, do it scared, do it broken, but do it anyway. The world doesn't respect perfection. It respects courage. Walk into places like you own the place. Change your body. Change your brain. Let's get serious. You want to be confident? Then you need to carry yourself like a confident person. Walk like it, talk like it, stand like it, breathe like it. Fake it until you become it. Let me ask you, when you walk into a room, how do you enter? Head down, eyes on the floor, shoulders tight, quiet, like you don't want anyone to see you? That's a big problem. Because your body is telling your brain, I am weak. And your brain listens. You feel small. You act small. And people treat you small. But imagine this. You walk into a room with your back straight, shoulders relaxed, head up, eyes forward, calm breath. You walk slow, not fast. You own the space. You say hi, clearly. Look people in the eye and sit like you belong. Even if you're scared inside, your body is sending a message of power to your brain, and your brain believes it. That's how confidence is built, from the outside in. This is not about showing off. This is about telling your mind, I am safe, I am powerful, I belong here. You want people to respect you? Respect yourself first. Walk like a king. Even if you're broke, walk like you know who you are. That's confidence. 8. Take care of your inner and outer appearance. If you look like trash, you'll feel like trash. Let's be honest. When you look in the mirror and don't like what you see, you don't feel confident. How you feel about your appearance deeply affects your self-worth. This is not about looking like a model. This is about taking care of yourself with respect. Start with hygiene. Shower daily. Use deodorant. Brush your teeth. Trim your nails. Comb your hair. Wear clean clothes. Smell fresh. These are small things, but they create a powerful image in your mind. I am valuable. I respect myself. Now go deeper. Clothes. Wear what makes you feel good. Not expensive clothes. Clean, fitted, ironed clothes. Clothes that match your body. Style is not about money. It's about effort. Your room, keep it clean. A messy room is a sign of a messy mind. When you take care of your space, you take care of your soul. And inside, work on your inner appearance too, your thoughts, your attitude. Are you full of hate, jealousy, fear? Then no matter how good you look outside, you'll be ugly inside. Meditate, journal. Talk to yourself with love. Forgive people. Build strength inside your mind. Read good books. Watch inspiring videos. Protect your energy. When you look good, feel clean, and your mind is focused and sharp, confidence becomes your natural state. 9. Push yourself to do things that scare you. You want confidence? Then stop running away from fear. Run toward it. Fear is a sign of growth. The things that scare you the most, public speaking, talking to strangers, going on stage, asking a question in class, sharing your opinion, facing rejection, those are exactly the things you must do. If you always choose comfort, you'll always be weak. Confidence comes when you say, this thing scares me, so I must do it. Imagine two guys. One always avoids fear. The other always faces fear. After 1 year, who will be more confident? Of course, the second guy. Because every time he faces fear, he becomes stronger. You're scared of talking to people? Good. Talk to one stranger today. You're scared to speak English? Great. Record yourself today and post it. You're scared to say no? Say no once today. Don't wait for fear to disappear. It won't. You have to walk through it. That's how confidence is born. Fear is not your enemy. Fear is your invitation to greatness. 10. Build a new, stronger version of yourself. Become the person you dream of. You don't like your life? You don't like your habits, your attitude, your body, your fear, your results? Then build a new version of you, Don't wait. Create. You don't have to stay the same. You can change, not in one day, but one day at a time. You can become someone who wakes up early, works out, speaks clearly, walks confidently, helps others, builds his own life. You are not stuck. That's a lie. That's the voice of your old self, the lazy, scared, weak version. But here's the truth. You can build version 2.0 of yourself. The current you, scared, shy, lazy, always waiting, always doubting. And the future you, powerful, focused, respected, happy, loved, and fearless. Which one do you want to be? Then start acting like that person today, one step at a time. You want to be confident? Start dressing like it, talking like it, thinking like it. You don't wait for confidence, you train for it. You don't have to be who you've been. You can become who you decide to be. Version 2.0 is waiting for you, but you must build him with daily action. Kill your weak self and give birth to the confident one. 11th, talk to yourself with love. Be your own best friend, not your enemy. Let's go deeper. What kind of words do you say to yourself when you make a mistake? I'm stupid. I'm ugly. I'm not good enough. I'll never be successful. That's not confidence. That's self-abuse. And if you speak to yourself like that, how will you ever believe in yourself? Let me ask you, if your little brother or sister failed a test, would you say, "You're a loser, you're useless, give up"? Of course not. You'd say, "It's okay, try again, you're smart, I believe in you." So why don't you talk to yourself like that? Your inner voice creates your inner world. If you keep beating yourself down, you will never rise. Confidence starts with how you treat your own heart. From today, speak to yourself with respect. When you fail, say, "It's okay, I'm still growing." When you feel scared, say, "I am bigger than this fear." When you doubt, say, "I've got this. I believe in me." You are listening to yourself all day long. Make sure the voice inside is a coach, not a killer. 12th, stop trying to prove yourself. You don't need to please everyone. This lesson will set you free. Most people are walking around trying to prove something, that they're smart, cool, attractive, rich, popular, confident. But why? Because deep down, they don't believe they are enough. So they try to impress others to feel better. But here's the truth. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You don't need to buy expensive clothes to look successful. You don't need to post everything online to feel seen. You don't need to say yes to every request just to be liked. You don't need to explain your life to people who don't care. When you're truly confident, you stop proving and start living. Let me give you an example. Imagine a lion walking in the jungle. He doesn't need to roar every 5 minutes to remind people he's the king. He just walks, calm, silent, powerful. That's you. When you stop trying to show people your value, you start feeling your value, and that's when they start respecting you. Not because you shouted, but because you stayed silent and sure. Remember this: confidence is quiet. Insecurity is loud. Be the quiet power in the room. You don't need to be loud to be heard. 13. Understand that life is short. Stop wasting time on fear. Now, I want you to really feel this. This life is temporary. You won't live forever. Neither will I. One day, your name will be spoken for the last time. So the real question is, how are you using your life right now? Are you wasting it by being afraid of people's opinions? Are you wasting it trying to please everyone? Are you wasting it scrolling social media and overthinking? Then let me tell you, you're wasting the most precious thing you have. Imagine this. You're 80 years old, sitting in a chair, thinking back on your life. What do you want to feel? Pride or regret? Do you want to say, I wish I had spoken up? I wish I had chased that dream. I wish I had been bolder. Or do you want to say, I lived fully? I loved deeply. I fought hard. I spoke my truth. I became who I wanted to be. Your confidence is not just about today. It's about building a life that you won't regret. You are not here forever. So stop living like you have unlimited time. Speak your truth. Take your shot. Do the hard things. Become the person you were born to be. The 14th, make friends who make you better. Choose your circle carefully. Let me be direct. Your friends are shaping your future. If you hang out with people who gossip, complain, party every weekend, joke about everything, and laugh at your dreams, you will become like them. But if you hang out with people who talk about growth, books, health, self-respect, business,